Many HVAC companies end up paying more than they should for phone calls. In this video, I'll show you how to lower your cost per phone call, avoid common budget wasting mistakes, and get better results without overspending. So let's get started. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard, and if you're an HVAC company, in this video I'm going to go over some strategies and tactics you can use to reduce the cost per phone call you're getting from Google Ads. So this is an example account. It's a local service business account like an HVAC companies, and this local service business account's goal is also to generate as many phone calls as possible with Google Ads. And as you can see, for the last 30 days, this generates around 171 phone calls and 288 conversions. And these phone calls are mainly coming directly from ads. And these conversions can include phone calls coming directly from ads, as well as phone calls happening from the website, which can include phone call button clicks. Also, they can include some form submissions. And you can see other numbers. This is how many clicks we've got, and this is conversion rate. And we're going to go through some of the ways to reduce the cost per phone call for your HVAC campaigns. And I'm going to share the strategies based on my insights after auditing many accounts. So the first way would be not to use broad match keywords. For some accounts that might be obvious, but I've seen some accounts they can use broad match keywords. And in your case, it might be the same with phrase match keywords. So if the information I'm providing right now is related to phrase match keywords, you can reconsider that strategy with phrase match keywords as well. So if I'm going to open my test account and go to keyword planner, let's say your target keyword is going to be HVAC services near me. And you have chosen these keywords, which can be pretty relevant in your industry. And if you are going to target them with broad match keywords, it can attract irrelevant terms. It can show your search terms to users who are looking for your competitor terms. And that can happen with broad matches, and that can even happen with phrase matches. It can depend on your location as well, and it can depend on the competitiveness of your location. So if you're seeing that with broad matches or phrase matches, you should consider using more tighter match types. So if you're using broad match types, you should be using more phrase and exact match types. But if you're using phrase and exact match types, but you are still seeing some competitor names coming up or irrelevant terms coming up with phrase match keywords, you can consider using exact match keywords. But if you're using phrase match keywords and the competitor terms are coming up sometimes, you can add more and more negative keywords, and in that way, using only exact matches can limit your search volume dramatically and your cost per click can go up. That's why you can do that strategy if you are receiving lots of competitive terms in your search terms report. So I would not recommend you to use broad match targeting at all with search ads. And if you're using phrase matches and exact matches, and phrase matches are bringing lots of competitive terms, you can consider pausing that or limit its search volume. But if phrase matches can sometimes bring competitive terms and sometimes bring relevant search terms, then you can keep using that, but you need to monitor its performance and optimize it regularly by going to your search terms report. A quick reminder, if you want my free video on how I doubled my phone calls using 2 key strategies in Google Ads, you can click the link in the description below and I'll send it to you right away. And the next thing to improve the quality of your phone calls is to add lots of negative keywords. So negative keywords can be added before you launch your campaigns, and negative keywords can be added after you launch your campaigns. So before launching your campaigns, you can add lots of other competitor names. So you can add your competitor names by going to the refined keyword section and by choosing only the competitor names or the brand terms. And again, I would suggest you to go through the keywords again so that they won't include your own target keywords as well. So out of those, let's say we have 1400 keyword ideas, and let's say if you're going to choose only brand terms or competitor terms, they may be like 10% of the total amount. Let's say 140 keyword ideas can be competitor names. And after going through those competitor names, they can be even less. And they can be actually 120 or 100 competitor names. You can add them before you launch your campaigns. You can add them as a negative keyword so that you won't receive clicks from users who are looking for your competitor services. And you can save some money in advance, and you may not get clicks from those visitors who might click your ads by searching for your competitor name. And the other way would be to add your negative keywords after you have started to generate some data. So you can go to the campaign section, and on the insights and reports, you can go to the search terms and you can monitor your search terms report regularly. So you can check your search terms report daily, or you can see your search terms report for the last 7 days, 14 days, 1 month, and you should regularly clean your search terms report by adding lots of negative keywords. And negative keywords can be one of the best ways to clean your search terms and to get higher and higher quality clicks in the future. And the next thing would be to reduce the cost per phone call. You can run ads at certain hours, or you can show your phone numbers at certain hours of the day. So if you're going to go to campaigns and see any specific campaign, and you can go to any specific campaign, click on that, and go to the ad scheduling section. And here you can select the time where you can receive phone calls. So this can be done as a campaign level. So this is overall when you can show your ads. And another way would be you can go to your assets, and from your call extensions, you can show your call button when you receive phone calls. So your ads can run 24/7, let's say, but your call extensions can run at certain hours of the day. In that way, you may not have any missed calls if you are running your ads at the active hours or at the hours you can receive phone calls. But at the remaining hours, for example, you can receive form submissions. So your ads can run 24/7, and you can receive form submissions after hours, but you can receive phone calls at the times when you're available. So you can fix your ad scheduling when you can receive phone calls. And the next thing is track only phone conversions. So if you're gonna go to that example account again, and we're gonna go to goals, and on the conversions, we're gonna go to summary. Most of our conversions are phone call specific. These are submit lead forms. As I told, for the last 1 month, we've received around 3 conversions. This is form submission, but with phone calls, we've received much more. If you're gonna scroll down, this is calls happening from call extensions. So it is around 162 phone calls coming directly from ads. And if you're gonna scroll down, we have also phone call button click happening from the website. So most of the conversions we're getting specifically designed to track conversions related to phone calls. And our account goal is to track those conversions. Those conversions are mostly customized to track phone calls happening from the website or happening directly from the ads. So that's how you should set up your conversion tracking. And your conversion tracking should be mainly consist of phone call conversion. And your accounts should be optimized to generate you more and more phone calls. And the next thing is to target only a few keywords. So if you want to reduce the cost per phone call, I would not suggest you to target hundreds of keywords. I would suggest you to target much fewer number of keywords, but the quality of those keywords should be very high. So if you're going to go to this account and go to keyword planner and put your target keyword, HVAC services near me as an example, and we're going to choose that and click on get results. With one keyword idea, we can have several keyword ideas. As you can see, it is again 1400 keyword ideas available. And you can choose very high intent keywords rather than choosing any related keyword. So from here, for a very specific ad groups, I would choose, let's say, 10 to 15 keywords per ad group. And the most it can be around 20 keywords. And those keywords should be very high intent, and they should be enough to generate very high quality phone calls to your business. And they shouldn't have a very low search volume. So you can get those keyword ideas easily from here. And the next thing is you should choose your correct bidding strategy. So again, if you're going to go to the campaigns, you can have different bidding strategies, but the best bidding strategy should be the one which cannot bring you very high cost per conversion. So your cost per click shouldn't be that high compared to average cost per click. So if you're going to go to campaign settings, here, I usually like to use manual CPC because I can control each specific keyword's bid limit. So let's say after generating some data, we can have a clearer picture of which keywords are performing better and which keywords are performing poor. In that way, we can reduce the bids of the ones which are performing poor, or we're gonna give more chance to the keywords which are doing better. So for that, manual CPC can help you. Also, I like to use maximize conversions. Maximize conversions can also help you, but for HVAC services, because the cost per click can be a little bit higher, with maximize conversions, you should limit the cost per conversion amount you're getting from Google Ads. So once you start using maximize conversions, you can monitor how it's performing. If it is performing way higher than expected, you can put target CPA limit. And with that target CPA limit, it can put some limitations to the cost per conversion you're getting. But overall, I like to use manual CPC because it has more control. But with certain campaigns, I just like to use maximize conversions. But depending on your situation, you should be using either of those, and you should see what's working for your specific account and for your specific location. And the next one is you should regularly review your search terms report. So if you're going to go up and on the insights and reports, you can go to search terms report, and you can regularly go through your search terms report. So you can get the data for the last 1 day or for the last 1 week, 2 weeks, or 1 month. You can regularly go through your search terms report. You can find the types of keywords which are converting much better, and you can, let's say, identify those kind of keywords, and you may target those kind of keywords, and you can create a customized ad or customized ad group for those kind of keywords. Or instead, you can identify certain keywords which are not performing good, which are spending a lot of money but not converting. You can get more ideas by looking at the search terms report, and you can regularly optimize and clean your search terms report. And over time, that can help you to reduce your wasted ad spend, and your campaign efficiency can improve over time. And the last thing in our list, you can exclude irrelevant zip codes or cities, because you may receive some phone calls from people outside of your target location. This can happen for some accounts as well. In that case, you need to see your location and exclude other nearby locations, which from where you're receiving irrelevant phone calls. So you can go to the settings section and go to locations and click on advanced search. And as you can see, these are the locations we're targeting. And let's say you're receiving phone calls from here, which is outside of the target location where you cannot serve. You can add those specific locations or add those specific zip codes as negative rather than targeting them. So you can exclude them. So these are the target locations. And by going to the location section, you can go to the location exclusions and exclude those locations. So that's some of the ways for not to overpay for phone calls if you're running Google Ads. So again, if you guys want to know how I doubled the number of phone calls by including 2 strategies in Google Ads, you can click the link in the description below, and I'll send a video of how I did that right away. Or if you guys want me to generate phone calls for your HVAC service business with Google Ads, you can contact me as well by clicking the link in the description below. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in my other videos.